firm say on your investigation as to nema in this particular deal, and we'll go through various documents. Now you will appreciate say kwanya this SML company we nya this particular contract na nkasa no yade a sebi na we be se emu awirem emu na ho na very very scandalous because so we hear the background of the story now. It started in 2018, and in 2018, this company can't want to not needing end your friend is saying SML, the company in question, not needing end SML, but moment your friend SMEL. It was incorporated on February 14th. In 8 years, and that's 9 years, and a year and I don't know whether it's coincidence. I hear your story where and there. And a year 8 years, and 9 years, this particular SML company way was incorporated, and which means that Akufo Addo Aban no take it over no. Also in 1 month after, and I just set up this company, SMEL company. Almost set it up na almost apply for PPA approval. Sebe obenya contract from GRA. Because people within GRA no, na your one kasa omo company finance minister eka ho bi. And I know the day nipa na our GRA na all pushy for say this deal never go through no or retire pay and taking over this SML, and you understand why this thing is a big scandal that has to be your friend is investigated. I think let me put the picture well so that we will see the image will not may walk you through this particular thing so that you understand. But the first time I'm trying to use your friend is saying pictures and those things just to, so I'm having some difficulty. Anyway, let me just put it on the screen. So so this is the evolution of the SML contract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is what I'm explaining to you. So let's go. Enti said the Mexicano. This particular company, your friend SML. You're setting up on the 14th day of your friends February 2017. And the Akufo Addo take it over now after the first month now, and you're setting up this particular company up. Then immediately now GRA and make it 3 solid attempts to get PPA approval. Say by PPA be man company na approval na or no why this GSML company way, but PPA for tena se hwe nkrata ma remember say at that early stage na PPA nipa no mo ho ne nye aban enyan set up wie yentino you could see clearly said there were people and were very critical at the time and mo be hwe nkrata mu ye. So 3 times these people made an attempt say omo be secure PPA approval no, they didn't get it. 3 solid occasions. Then the people more SML no, and I'm so one or more GRA ho. Now more powerful people, and they wanted this particular deal to go in at all costs, you know. They decided say, okay, if that is the case, so won't my PPA approval now you to me my contract. Remember the entire PPA approval and it's a company na fe na yate 14 day within that month in the man only capacity, only proven track record, only share, and you know, or an agent said, no, we cannot give you the PPA approval. Sabia GRA contracted. So they decided, okay, someone found my you better find for so. Then the mother company now at the time, na GRA in the year, Jumano, na your friend West Blue Ghana Limited, na company na GRA, and no air Juma. So these people force this company say on subcontracted a human idea man a B and farmer your friend is saying SML because by that I'm called PPA approval no mwenyano on best son din no be no free sebe subcontractor emma may a big deal bia, so they eliminated the E and make it SML. That is how come the name changed from SML SML to SML. Good. So yamfa we na manana yes san edino. Then the GRA subcontracted adwuma yede ama WBG the West Blue Company Limited adwuma no bi and yede ma GRA say yede ma this new company say onye. Then yede ama na wie no contract 2 no ena omofa akwan bi so extended this particular transaction audit contract na GRA de ma SML under subcontractor no and or extended that particular contract no or the ma this company full year because my culture is a company na no didn't have the requisite qualification whatever, so PPA denied them approval, so they decided to use ways and means by subcontracting. Because we are subcontractor, we don't go through the various processes now that other companies have to go through. So the second phase, instead of going for PPA approval, they circumvented those processes, and what they did, they said at the full contract, the contract, this SML man without PP approval. And now main company na yes subcontractor and I'm no so this particular will be a subcontractor ye no free ho. So this company transitioned into the main company. Hey, rather. So this company in question became the main company. Then contractor. GRA and this SML entered into a contract for additional services to extend the scope of services under contract 1 on 1st January 2019 to include external verification services to GRA Customs Technical Services Bureau. So company na yadena as a subcontractor. PPA ka say you sure more or they don't have good standing be a bit me so amo your friend is saying any deal biano. And this particular company were transitioning from being a subcontractor to the main contractor here without PP approval. And under the main contractor no was act by BM I say officially GRA no I go into official agreement. That agreement extend the services and then the customs and then the way some verifications be as so it is no longer evaluation of the financial services transaction be the scope has now expanded. Good. And see, let's go to the 3. And it's over the next contract na a course na. Addendum to the downstream petroleum audit contract. So GRA and the same SML and established an addendum to the downstream petroleum audit contract. Addendum amended the pricing basis from CIF to the volume of petroleum products lifted. And sa contract na madika ka ho asem under 2 contract 5. A course of 2019. In that particular contract, this company added other services to and then attach extra duty a downstream petroleum services. Downstream petroleum services and has to do is petroleum your friends saying refinery, distribution, your friends say pricing, everything. That huge contract has been added to this particular company. Or GRA and I'm so remember we are and go through any proper approval. Then back to 2023. Consolidation of revenue assurance services contract. Contract na I evolve a company ne share as no company as a subcontractor and as a forum no. And this company grew to a point and services ne other way enka scope no kwa na ya finance akwan so asesa dia shame. And don't forget Abraham Manase this particular ade we ebe blow no the time no not this services na SML we no there has been a friend saying understanding between the finance minister and the GRA say services no more ye adwuma pa, and we cannot just limit their services to the petroleum sector. Na mom ye mineral sector ni nyina aye gold, diamond, whatever no nyina no. Sa your friends say audit we be as a wo hopia no yen tam yen farm this particular company. My culture say GRA boss na at the time na owo ho no or resign ye no or no be taking over this SML deal. And most of the decisions going through was through the finance minister. Is the reason why per investigation a special prosecutor ye conclude ye now what coming into a conclusion said no. Sa neema we ye course scandal na a pop up. Sika and these people ye tia more at the time na scandal na babonte na Ghana atua a whooping 1.4 billion Ghana cedis to this SML company for no work done because services near man I say this company already there were internal systems properly instituted within most of these institutions are already or more sajumano. Downstream petroleum services, monitoring and evaluation, those kind of services amount for there was internal mechanism there that were lifting or checking some of these things. But this company, and I'm saying a shady phony company, even websites or more trust services they were rendered. Abraham Manasseh at the issue no Babon. So quickly they went there and deleted some of the services almost free. And this is something at the early stage now. Investigation new a poppy up no. Some of us were expecting say at the time Obiba Tanasi Nyakukudru a proper investigation. But the government of the day wouldn't allow because Ken Ofori Attah at the time was all powerful and the sort of impediment the government then a place here in the way of the special prosecutor and they were doing everything to hinder to thwart his effort. Say Obetimia come back to critical issues. So they were just dancing around these critical issues and nothing better came out of it. So this SML deal raised a whole lot of controversy. And I'm so my Ghana bought over 1.4 billion. 4 billion according to GRA or sort of say taxes are due to GRA from and that was amounting to over 1.4. So over 400 if it's a million Ghana cedis there in taxes, according to them, they extracted before paying to the company 1 billion Ghana cedis for no work done. And this company belonged to the same people who were working at the GRA, the finance minister. They were the very people who were behind this whole GRA SML company. Because my cultural, when this company was instituted, the very moment Akufo Addo government came to being quickly 14th, your friend is saying Valentine Day. Akufo Addo take it over on the first Valentine Day and almost set up this particular company. And now over the year you caused this huge scandal. And the what that sorry special prosecutor said or Ken Ofori Attah and political witch hunting. Or GRA no working directly under the finance minister. And major decisions course he was the person that was giving your friends all the your friends authorization and everything for every single decision because GRA cannot sign any major contract with anybody without the approval of the finance ministry. Because after all, payments and everything will have to go through the ministry. So what is Asia? Then you begin to appreciate the depth of a Nehemiah and Nkrufo. And again, aside that, one other issue American was involved in this special prosecutor Ken Ofori Attah has to do with the cathedral. That foolish investment nipa desani transfer na dwen se obehye na sika sesa oman sika akwa cathedral abra amanfo ema ewa valanda so no moda emranti enya adwuma nye NAPCO aban young people to work. He couldn't even pay them. Now ya tam of my sika over millions of dollars. And he invested such monies in a very foolish enterprise. Some of us at the early stage can say, no, you cannot be dumping your hand into state coffers dipping $60 million, 60 million Ghana cedis, 50 million this, all in the name of us. Yeah, build the cathedral. Cathedral no yensi ho. Na consultant ni nipa omo keka ho ni ye twetwe omo nyina ka asim say ye bodam. And these are the works of Ken Ofori Attah and Akufo-Addo. And I hope, sir, at the right time, the president himself should be called to answer why he took or led some of these foolish undertakings. And the man is now go into this cathedral na uhu ye na ene aya mana adahwa adanchem ne entwere ne gu nsuom ewo cantonment at the middle of cantonment prime land. And don't forget say ba bia ye see cathedral na nkasa na ye place na judges na net ho judges dan ya ye see ni 2012 ye ko bu adan ni nyina tugu ye say including old passport office. Say ye see cathedral, the cost involved enya adeketwa. We ended up your friends have company be all in the it affected them. They took government to court and we were supposed to pay compensation to the company. Sanyama we nyina ade course in this cathedral. That is why I was so much angry when I saw for our more kroma who should know better, because every single Sunday when you go to church, when you meet your church members, you see poverty, you see desperation, you see hopelessness. But these people were foolishly backing government to seek cathedral. When you go to church, you see the desperation in the faces of your people, young people on the street. Because they don't see any future in this country. As of when they knew all these things, but they were foolishly out there advocating, say government should build cathedral because now. To the extent say we even went to your friend say Israel say for border about Kroma. As I'm crying at the time. So you can't do these things and get away with it, and that is a fact. So may I disagree with the special prosecutor with the kind of Niama way me Makacha said that office now is a useless creation for so be a niso. And it comes to mind the comedy and the drama that surrounds how this kind of how do you call it? Kisieja Ben, the way he goes about his thing. And there is nothing serious about. Acquire say your friends say some kind of media will crusade be no running. That guy is not serious. He's just an attention-seeking freak. Because all you're serious to combat these things. And can you net any ever see a true information out there? Yeah, on press conference and that's for them. Because I never we shall say and yet net. And my culture say at the time no we are watching so by yeah, let's see a bit you quiet. The best you could have done was to resign and tell the whole world say I wanted to do my job. But these people are not allowing me. But you sit there, take fat salaries, buying bulletproof cars and stuff. At the end of the day, you'll be sad there now why there is nothing to show for now. You come back, hold press conferences, and be talking as if we are lying. No, my friend. You cannot play on the intelligence of Ghanaians. One case when you're serious that. And that is the problem. I had to chroma comedy no Dawson, jokes no Dawson, and the media will feed on some of these. Your friend is saying. Some of these issues run commentaries, and in the end, the substantive issue dies. So when Ken Ofori Attah as a proud finance minister, while leading this country, and you think you've lived a good life with our higher, why are you not answering? Because a special prosecutor wants you to come and answer. Why are you not answering? And there is this whole issue that I need to address. You see, politics in a year okromano. I can't just say I extended deep into the fabrics of our politicking in this country to the extent say sometimes you see this whole thing as a joke and you don't know whether we are serious, whether say and I say say nyansa na yendimo sadienyo. This is Ken Ofori Attah, finance minister, who authorized and abra only home authority kwana de nsakobo man sikam eswa ede kwose cathedral say yensi cathedral instead of building hospitals. Mahama esi afari hospital si Kumase. The hospital was left to rot in 8 good years. this joker called Ken Ofori Attah could not have the sense to say, let us build or improve on medical infrastructure in this country. Not even. But he was foolishly committed to building a cathedral. Today, ono timinya kokodro ka kire yen say okwa America. Makacho say Mayo Clinic is one of the most expensive and the best hospitals in America. Ene ono di sika no kotu amana wiye no. Wasore abone kete makotena Mayo Clinic ewa America siki better care. Enti na makacho say we Ghana ni na sa wo the emotions na ya politics adwene ho na dwene ho biem. Because ebi America say passport okura wunni bi na ye de wako Togo say okwaja yaresa. But people are out there foolishly defending Ken Ofori Attah. Nipana, he was supposed to build medical facilities in this country, help improve, because as a finance minister, as a president, you should have spoken to his ears. And no, hospital na Mahama Sin Wokumas and Anya She or Momoto Abamaya and the benefit. But these people left these hospitals to rot. Two monies, yamfa sensible investment, almost almost cathedral. Because at the time, in the twisted mind of the president, he thought to say you see cathedral, nyankopon, or say civil war. How can you say this? Oko Cote d'Ivoire, Yamosokro, there's this president for four or whatever. Oko see one of the biggest cathedral in Cote d'Ivoire. I think Yamosokro. 2013, when this whole thing started, cathedral couldn't save them. Cathedral didn't feed you. And those who make those cheap and easy comparisons, Oko America, Oko France, those facilities, Oko Spain, those your friend is saying churches who were not built today. They were built in the olden days. And at the time, I have told you, say, not yet. A software, the aristocrats na rule. They didn't have democracy in the so why will rule no? They open our day. So those those big churches like Notre Dame and other places, they were built from antiquity. Omono they only have that kind of saying they are regarded as museum. People go there to look at, because these are